Hello everyone, my name is Simran and I'm going to teach you mathematics. Students, in the last class we have started the exercise number 5.2 and in that particular class we have discussed about the concept of transversal line, the angles made by the transversal line, for example corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, okay, the angles that are made on the same side of transversal, right, the exterior angle and the interior angles, right students. So today we'll be doing the questions based upon that particular concept, okay students. So we'll be doing the exercise portion of 5.2, okay. So we'll be starting with the first question of this exercise. What is the first question of this exercise, students? Have a look at the first question. What is it? State the property, okay. We have to state the property that is used in each of the following statements. We are given different types of statements and in these statements you have to tell which property is used to state this particular statement, okay students. So have a look at the first statement. What is the first statement, students? If A parallel B, okay, if A is parallel to B, then angle 1 is equals to angle 5. What is being said here? That this is the diagram, okay. In this particular figure we are given that this A and B are parallel, okay. We are given that this A and B are parallel, okay. Then 1 is equals to angle 5. This angle, okay, this angle 1 and this angle 5. These two angles are equal, students. Then what is the property that is saying this statement? Okay, that if these two lines are parallel, then angle 1 and angle 5 are equal. Which property says so, students? We have discussed that it is corresponding angles, okay. So the angles that are corresponding will be equal if we'll be having two parallel lines and one transversal is cutting that particular line, okay students. So write it as, because A is parallel to B, then angle 1 is equals to angle 5, because these are parallel lines and the angles, these two angles are corresponding angles, okay students. हमें पता है कि जो लाइन A है और लाइन B है ये दोनों लाइंस आपस में पैरेलल हैं, राइट. तो हमें ये भी पता है कि कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स कौन से होते हैं. जो दो पैरेलल लाइंस में अगर कोई कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स बने तो वो तभी इक्वल होंगे जब वो दोनों लाइंस पैरेलल हैं और कोई भी ट्रांसवर्सल उसको कट करके जा रही है, ओके स्टूडेंट्स. कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स होते कौन से हैं? द एंगल्स दैट आर मेड ऑन द सेम साइड ऑफ ट्रांसवर्सल as if one angle is interior and another angle is interior, okay students. These are the two properties of corresponding angles, okay. If A and B are parallel to each other, then angle 1 and angle 5 will be equal to each other only and only because of the property of corresponding angles, okay students. Now we'll be looking at the next statement. What is the next statement, students? If angle 4, like this particular fourth angle and this sixth angle are equal to each other, then A and B are parallel, okay students. Now we are given the reciprocal thing, okay, that if these two angles are equal, then A is parallel to B, okay. It is being said that this angle 4 and this angle 6 are equal. If this is equal, then A and B are parallel to each other, okay students. Firstly, this is because of the property. Have a look. These both are interior angles, right, and these both angles are alternate interior angles, right. So students, because of the property of alternate interior angles, we know that these two angles will be equal because of the fact that A and B should be parallel to each other, okay. And if it is known to us that these two angles are equal, then because of the property of alternate interior angles, it is known to us that these two lines must be पैरेलल, ओके स्टूडेंट्स. सो क्या फैक्ट है? अगर ये दोनों एंगल्स इक्वल हैं, कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी से? ऑल्टरनेट इंटीरियर एंगल्स की प्रॉपर्टी से. तो हमें ये पता है कि ये तभी इक्वल होंगे जब A और B पैरेलल होंगी. Okay students, so you have to write in the second point that if 4 and 6 are equal, okay, because of the alternate interior angle property, we know that A is parallel to B. Okay, have a look students, that if 4 and 6 are equal, if angle 4 and angle 6 is equal to each other because of the alternate interior angle property, then it means that these two lines, that is line A and B, must be parallel to each other. Okay students, this is your second statement. Now students will be looking at the third statement, that what the third statement is all about. Okay students, third statement is students, if 4 and 5, the sum of the angle 4, okay, this angle and this angle 5 is equals to 180 degree, then A is parallel to B. Okay students, now you are given that the sum of two angles are 180 degree, then you need to find out that whether A and B are parallel. It is given, you don't need to find out, but you have to tell that by which property is it is being said. Okay students, now have a clear look students. 4 and 5 sum is equals to 180 degree. By which property? Clearly the sum of the interior angles that are lying on the same side of transversal is equals to 180 degree only and only when A and B are parallel to each other. Okay students, हमें पता है कि अगर ये 4 और 5 क्या है, दो इंटीरियर एंगल्स हैं जो कि एक ही साइड के ट्रांसवर्सल पे लाई कर रहे हैं, तो इन दोनों एंगल्स का जो सम होगा वो क्या होगा, 180 डिग्री होगा. तभी होगा जब लाइन A और लाइन B क्या होंगे, parallel होंगे. Okay students, then write it like that. 4 and 5 sum is equals to 180 degree students. Then what you need to write, the sum is 180 degree of two interior angles that are lying on the same side of transversal only when line A and B are parallel to each other. Have a look students, that the sum is 180 degree of two interior angles that are on the same side of transversal only when A and B are parallel. Okay students, this is your first question students. In this particular questions, what we have done, these are the statements given to us, okay, and based upon the statements we have told the property by which property it is being said. Okay, what is the proof of, or what is the property that is used in writing these particular statements. Okay students, now we'll be looking at the second question students. What is the second question given to you? Second question is, in the adjoining figure, the adjoining figure is this students, this is your adjoining figure. Okay, the pair of corresponding angles you have to identify. Okay, you have to identify the pairs of corresponding angles. So we'll be doing this question one by one. Okay students, this is our first part. Okay, pair of corresponding angles we have to find out, right? So first अब हम लिखेंगे corresponding angles. Okay students, हमें पता है कि corresponding angles कौन से होते हैं. दो प्रॉपर्टीज थी corresponding angles की, कौन कौन सी? First, they should lie on the same side of transversal. Okay, same side of transversal, right? And the second property was one angle should be exterior and another should be interior, right? So the two properties of corresponding angle is that they should lie on the same side of the transversal, and second thing, the angles, a pair of angles we are asked. So the first angle should be exterior angle and the next angle should be interior angle. Okay students, so these are the two properties, okay, or the facts or the points that you need to understand in your mind while you are identifying the corresponding angles. Okay students, so firstly we are going to identify the corresponding angles from this particular figure. Okay students, now just have a brief review of what corresponding angles are, and just think in your mind what are the corresponding angles pair in this particular figure. Okay, have a look at this figure students. So corresponding angles, first pair students, angle 4 and angle 8. Okay students, these are the corresponding angles because this is the first side of transversal and this is the second side of transversal, and angle and 4 and 8, these are lying in the both the first line, okay, first side of transversal. 4 is exterior angle, 8 is interior angle. So the condition is satisfied students. First pair is angle 4 and angle 8. Okay students, this is your first pair. Okay, second pair students, this angle 3 and this angle 7. Okay, these two angles are lying on the first side of transversal. Okay, और इनमें से जो थर्ड एंगल है, एंगल 3 है, वो एक इंटीरियर एंगल है, और जो एंगल 7 है वो एक एक्सटीरियर एंगल है. So that is why students it is also corresponding angle. Which angles? Angle 3 and angle 5, 7. Okay, angle 3 and angle 7. Okay, this is also the pair of corresponding angles students. Now students, this is first side and this is second side. Angle 1 and angle 5. Okay, second side of transversal, they both are lying in that. Okay, where first angle is the exterior angle and the angle 5 is interior angle. Okay students, the third pair is angle 1 and angle 5. Okay, this is your third pair of corresponding angles. Your next and the fourth pair is students, this angle 2 and angle 6. Okay, because these two angles are lying at the second side of transversal. Okay, and angle 2 is the interior angle and angle 6 is the exterior angle. Okay students, so the fourth pair is angle 2 and angle 6. Okay, so these are the four pairs of corresponding angles that are asked from you. Okay students, now students will be looking at the second question. Okay students, the second part of this question, we have discussed the pair of corresponding angles, we have identified that. So अब हम क्या करेंगे, we'll find out the pair of alternate interior angles. Okay students, we'll be looking for the alternate interior angles. Okay, so students be ready for that. Firstly students, alternate interior angles. Right, the conditions for that students, both should lie at opposite side of transversal. Okay students, opposite side of transversal. Right, opposite side of transversal, and the second condition is that both should be interior. Okay, both should be interior. So these are the two necessary conditions for any angle to be alternate interior angle. Okay students, so what is alternate interior angle? The angle should be the interior angles and also the angles should lie at the opposite side of transversal. Okay students, have a look students. Now we have to identify alternate interior angles. So have a look students. First pair of alternate interior angles is angle 2 and angle 8. These two angles are interior angles and these two angles are lying at the opposite sides of transversal. Okay students, so the first pair is angle 2 and angle 8. Okay, now students, the another pair of alternate interior angle is this angle 3 and this angle 5. Okay, these two angles are interior angles and also they both are lying at the opposite side of transversal. Okay students, angle 3 and angle 5. So clearly students ध्यान से देखिए कि alternate interior angles कौन से होते हैं, वो एंगल्स जो इंटीरियर हो और वो एंगल्स जो ट्रांसवर्सल की एक ही साइड पे आए. ओके तो क्लियरली आप यहाँ से देख सकते हो कि जो एंगल 2 और 8 है वो क्या है, ऑल्टरनेट इंटीरियर एंगल है, क्योंकि एंगल 2 और 8 बोथ जो दोनों है वो क्या है, इंटीरियर एंगल्स हैं और दोनों अलग अलग ट्रांसवर्सल की साइड पे लाई कर रहे हैं. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, ऑल्सो एंगल 3 और 5 भी अलग अलग साइड ऑफ ट्रांसवर्सल पे लाई कर रहे हैं. सो बेसिकली दैट इज वाई these both pairs are alternate interior angles. Okay students, so this is your second part. Okay, now we'll be looking and discussing the third part. What is the third part students? The pair of all interior angles on the same side of transversal. Okay students, we'll be looking for this particular portion. Have a look students. The pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal. Okay, so interior angles on same side of transversal. Now there is no condition as both the conditions are given in this particular thing only. Okay, interior angles, okay, दो angles जो होने चाहिए वो कौन से angles होने चाहिए, interior angles होने चाहिए. और second condition क्या है कि उन दोनों को कहाँ लाई करना चाहिए, ट्रांसवर्सल के सेम साइड पे लाई करना चाहिए. इसमें हमें कोई कंडीशन लिखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है क्योंकि दोनों कंडीशंस यहाँ पर दे रखी हैं. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो द फर्स्ट पेयर टू आइडेंटिफाई दिस थिंग इज दैट इंटीरियर एंगल्स आर 2, 3, 8 and 5, राइट. सो अब इन चारों इंटीरियर एंगल्स में बताइए कि सेम साइड ऑफ ट्रांसवर्सल पे कौन से दो एंगल्स लाई कर रहे हैं. ओके सो क्लियरली 2, 3, 8 और 5 में 3 और 8 जो है वो एक ही साइड ऑफ ट्रांसवर्सल पे लाई कर रहे हैं. तो फर्स्ट पेयर क्या होगा, एंगल 3 एंड एंगल 8. ऑलराइट स्टूडेंट्स, so this will be your first pair of the interior angles that are lying on the same side of transversal. Okay, and students, the second pair will be this angle 2 and this angle 5. Okay, so second pair is angle 2 and angle 5. Okay, so students, this is the required third part of your second question. Okay, interior angles on same side of transversal, the pairs are angle 3 and angle 8 and angle 2 and angle 5. Okay students, so this is your third part. Having a look at the fourth part students, the vertically opposite angles. Now students, you need to find out the vertically opposite angles. Okay, have a look students, vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. ओके सो स्टूडेंट्स, वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स कौन से एंगल्स होते हैं, जब दो लाइंस आपस में इंटरसेक्ट करके जाती हैं तो जो दोनों ऑपोजिट एंगल्स बनते हैं उनको हम क्या बोलते हैं, वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, इसमें ट्रांसवर्सल क्या काम करती है, एक लाइन का काम करती है. सो अगर ये एक लाइन है और ये वाली दूसरी लाइन है तो ये दोनों लाइंस आपस में क्या करके जा रही हैं, इंटरसेक्ट करके जा रही हैं. तो इसमें जो ऑपोजिट एंगल्स बनेंगे वो वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स होंगे. ओके, सो दैट इज एंगल 4 एंड एंगल 2. सो फर्स्ट पेयर इज स्टूडेंट्स एंगल 4 एंड एंगल 2. ओके, सेकेंड पेयर इज स्टूडेंट्स एंगल 1 एंड एंगल 3. ओके, सेकेंड पेयर इज एंगल 1 एंड एंगल 3. ओके, so these are two vertically opposite angles pair when these two lines are intersecting. Now students, have a look. If these two lines are intersecting, okay, if these two lines are intersecting, then this angle 8 and this angle 6, okay, these will be also the vertically opposite angles. Okay, so the next pair is angle 8 and angle 6, and the another pair is 5 and 7. Okay students, so these are vertically opposite angles. Okay students, now have a look at this question. We have done the pair of corresponding angles. We have already discussed the pairs of alternate interior angles. We have discussed the pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal, right? And we have also discussed about the vertically opposite angles. Okay, students. So this is what the second question is all about, students. Looking at the third question, what is it? Third question. In the adjoining figure, P and Q are parallel, means these two lines are parallel. Okay, find the unknown angles. Okay, students, you have to find out A, B, C, D, E and F, whereas we are only given with this angle 125 degree. Okay, students, now you need to find all the unknown angles. Okay, and we are only given that this P is parallel to Q. Okay, if these two lines are parallel, students, then it is the transversal. Because what is a transversal, students? A line that is cutting out two or more lines at two distinct points is called a transversal. So that is why ये जो line है ये क्या है? ट्रांसवर्सल है दो पैरेलल लाइंस की. ओके, तो अगर ये लाइन दो पैरेलल लाइंस की ट्रांसवर्सल है, स्टूडेंट्स, तो फिर जो एंगल्स बनेंगे ट्रांसवर्सल के, उनके अंदर अगर लाइंस पैरेलल हो तो कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स क्या होते हैं? इक्वल होते हैं. ऑल्टरनेट इंटीरियर एंगल्स क्या होते हैं? वो भी इक्वल होते हैं. प्लस जो इंटीरियर एंगल्स जो एक ही साइड को ट्रांसवर्सल को लाई करते हैं, उनका जो सम होता है वो भी 180 डिग्री होता है. उस केस में हमारे पास वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स भी होते हैं और सो मेनी कंडीशंस. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो बेसिकली इफ दीज टू लाइंस आर पैरेलल एंड इफ दिस इज द ट्रांसवर्सल मेड बाय these two parallel lines, okay, and this transversal is cutting out these two parallel lines at two distinct points, then the angles made by this transversal will be having so many properties. Okay students, then हमें सिर्फ ये पता है कि ये जो एंगल है ये क्या है? 125 डिग्री. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो फिर जो ये एंगल है और जो ये वाला एंगल है, that is angle D, and this 125 degree is equal to each other. Why? Because it is following the property of corresponding angles. Why corresponding angles, students? Because corresponding angles are the angles that are lying on the same side of transversal, as well as in this particular pair of corresponding angles, one angle must be interior and one angle must be exterior. Okay students, so first 125 degree is equals to angle D. Why? Because of corresponding angles. जब भी हम कोई भी दो एंगल्स को इक्वल लिखेंगे स्टूडेंट्स, तो उस केस में हमें उसका रीज़न ज़रूर लिखना है कि अगर मैंने इन दोनों एंगल्स को इक्वल किया है तो क्यों किया है. बिकॉज ये क्या कर रहे हैं? कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स की कंडीशन को फुलफिल कर रहे हैं. ओके, सो कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स हैं ये, तो ये दो एंगल्स क्या होंगे? इक्वल होंगे, राइट. नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट्स, अगर ये एंगल भी क्या हो गया? 125 डिग्री हो गया, राइट. अब हैव अ लुक स्टूडेंट्स, ये जो एंगल है और जो ये एंगल है, ये दो एंगल्स कौन से बन रहे हैं? वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, दिस डी एंगल एंड बी एंगल इज वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स. ओके, सो वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स आर ऑलवेज इक्वल. सो एंगल डी एंड एंगल बी इज इक्वल टू 125 डिग्री बिकॉज ऑफ द फैक्टर वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, okay students, now have a look. Let me clear it up. Now we are just done with two angles. D angle is 125 and B angle is also 125. Okay students, now students will be having a look at the another parts. Clearly have a look students. This is angle B which is equals to 125. Okay, and this is angle C which is unknown. Okay, so clearly this angle B and this angle C are on the same line. Okay, that is forming the linear pair. Okay students, so angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degree because it is forming the linear pair. Okay students, so if this is forming the linear pair students, then we know the angle B is 125 degree plus angle C, it is equals to 180 degree, right? Have a look students, 125 degree plus angle C is equals to 180 degree. So we'll transpose this 125 from the left hand side to the right hand side students. Okay, so this angle C will be equal to 180 degree minus 125. Okay students, so this angle C will turn out to be 55 degree. Okay students, because 180 degree minus 125 degrees equals to 55 degree. So अब C angle को क्या आ चुका है बेटा? 55 degree. So C is equals to 55 degree, students. Now students, this angle C and angle A, have a clear look. These two lines are intersecting lines. So this angle and this angle is vertically opposite angle. And we know that vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. Okay, students? So angle A and angle C is equals to 55 degree because of the factor vertically opposite angles. Okay, students? अब हमें एंगल ए भी पता लग गया क्या है 55 डिग्री. अब हमें सारे एंगल्स पता है. ओके, और अब हमको कौन क्या क्या निकालना है, एंगल ई और एंगल एफ. ओके, हैव अ लुक स्टूडेंट्स. अगर ये ट्रांसवर्सल है, ठीक है, और ये दोनों लाइंस पैरेलल हैं, तो जो लाइन एंगल ई है और जो एंगल ए है, ये क्या बन रहे हैं, वो कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स बन रहे हैं, क्योंकि कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स एक ही साइड ऑफ ट्रांसवर्सल पे लाई करते हैं. प्लस उनमें से एक एंगल इंटीरियर होता है, दूसरा एंगल क्या होता है, इंटीरियर, एक्सटीरियर और इंटीरियर. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स, एंगल ई इज इक्वल्स टू एंगल ए विच इज इक्वल्स टू 55 डिग्री बिकॉज ऑफ कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स. Okay students, because these two angles are corresponding angles, so these two angles are equal. Angle E is also 55 degree. Have a look students, E और F क्या बन रहे हैं, vertically opposite angles, so these two angles are also equal, so angle 5F will also be equals to 55 degree. Okay students, have a look. Now angle E is equals to angle F and it is equals to 55 degree because of being vertically opposite angles. Okay students, so this is why of vertically opposite angle. So in this complete picture students, हमने शुरू कहाँ से किया, ये 55 डिग्री है, तो ये दोनों क्या होंगे, 125 डिग्री और D इक्वल होंगे कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स होने के कारण. तो D क्या हुआ 125. अब D और B क्या हुआ, इक्वल हुआ वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स होने के कारण स्टूडेंट्स. सो ये दोनों वर्टिकली एंगल्स होने के कारण इक्वल है. B और C लीनियर पेयर बना रहा है, तो B के C की वैल्यू क्या आ गई स्टूडेंट्स, 55 डिग्री. ये दोनों एंगल्स क्या होंगे, वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स होंगे, तो ये इक्वल हुआ. अब ये दोनों क्या होंगे, कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स होंगे, इसलिए इक्वल हुए. अब ये भी अगर 55 डिग्री आ गया, तो ये एंगल E और F क्या होगा, इक्वल बिकॉज ऑफ बीइंग वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल्स. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, so this is all about the first three questions of this exercise 5.2 students. Do practice at your homes. We'll be doing the rest of the questions of this exercise in the next class. Okay students, have a nice day all of you. Bye bye.